Time for some Inspector Theater. I apologize in advance. Can I come in? Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door's open for you. Thank you. You always make me feel so warm and welcome. No. Oh, spring isn't required the code didn't require that at the time. It's grandfather. No. It's annoying. I had to carry the groceries in and it closes all the time. No. Okay. Residential homes should have a spring on the door or doors between the living space and the garage space. While there's certainly things in the garage that we care about, the things we care most about, our family and pets and friends, not necessarily in that order, our birth certificates, our RS, our retirement funds, passports, investments, jewelry, art, collectibles. Most of the things we care about are on this side of the door. This door should have a self-closing spring on it. Okay, now I'm off of my soapbox. What we're talking about here, where we're at for the time being. Now move around a little bit. We got a little bit of garage storage. No GFCI there. It means we don't have any GFCI there. And this is the garage door operator. And we've got a metal door, metal overhead door. And this is to start at the beginning. This button is over 5 feet from the threshold on the door, so little hands can't get to it. That's a good thing, but we should have a warning notice posted on this door. We should have a similar warning notice posted on the inside of this door. And on the inside of both corners of the door, the first panel, whether it's shingles or brick or steps or the panels in your metal overhead car entry door, 1, 2, 3, 4, the first one, you should have spring tension notices on the first 2 corners of these doors. The optic sensors should not be any further from the floor than 6 inches, and these are. Alright, so that cats and children and those things don't get underneath there and get damaged. The optic sensors should be lower. The control wires should have been stapled with insulated staples, not staples like that can bind it. We should have a pull handle inside of the door in case we are in an emergency. Here's our emergency pull handle. That's a good one. Those are our those are our courtesy luminaries, and that's good. Alright, except that this one doesn't have a protective lens on it, and it's not GFCI protected, nor was it required when the home was built. I'm a hypocrite, okay? But GFCI was not required. It still would be a good thing. It's a safety device, and I really am kind of a big fan. I really do like, you know what, I'm just going to go with it. You need a GFCI on the ceiling. That law that came about because a 5-year-old boy down in Houston, when I first got into this business, but his first words was, "Somebody get me off of this." He touched that, it was a short in the ceiling circuit, and now we have that rule. And that's how that came about. So yeah, that's important. Let's do that. Alright, so we're missing our lens. So now, do no harm. In my inspection agreement that's posted on the website and in the report, I say that I do not do block tests. I have instructions baked into your inspection report. If you want to do a block test, I encourage you to do that. Be careful. I'm just not going to tear anything up today. I'm going to use the optic sensors. I'm going to use my foot. There we go. Here comes the door. They're coming down. We got a problem. It goes back up. Look at that. Is that awesome? Okay. We know that we have a safety reverse. We just didn't do a block test. So what did we learn? We learned that our optic sensors are too high. We learned that our wires were not stapled. We learned that we do not have spring tension notices, pinch notices on the insides of the doors. We learned that we do not have a warning notice inside the door. We learned that we do not have a handle inside of the door. We learned something else too I haven't mentioned yet. Okay, bonus round. The manual door lock is supposed to be decommissioned so that you don't close the door, lock it, forget about it, try to open it, and then the lock is there. So that lock should have been decommissioned so long as you have a door opener. So we learned that our optic sensors are too high. We learned that our wires were stapled. We learned that we do not have spring tension notices. We learned that we do not have a warning notice. We learned that we do not have a pull handle. We learned that our manual door lock had not been disconnected. We learned that we're missing our cover plate and it's not GFCI protected. And one of our luminaries is out, and the luminary cover lens is on that. We also learned that we do not have a warning notice posted right here. Okay, bonus round. We already did the door one. Let's see what we got going here. It's a Hunter Pro. Where are we at? Zones. Did you already run?